If you want to see how this Chinese pirate ship model been made, you are at the right place. This 1:100 scale museum quality ship model kit is from Amati. It will be about 40 centimeter long and 30 centimeter tall after finished. As usual as other Amati kits, this model kit is well made. The plans, instructions, decals, laser-cut parts, and pre-made sails are well packaged. It comes with very high-quality wood materials and metal parts. It is also one of a few junk rigging ship model kits you can purchase. I think this kit is very good for modelers who have built a couple of wooden ship models before and would like to have some challenges from this unique-looking ship. I started marking numbers to the laser-cut parts before removing them. This can save me from a lot of headaches later in case I cannot find the right parts. Before gluing the bulkheads to the keel, it is always a good idea to trial fit all of them. I found out a couple of the bulkheads need to be sanded to provide better contact to the ship deck. After the proper treatments, all the bulkheads are now ready to be glued to the keel. Here I used a building clamper from Amati. This clamper provided a great help to ensure the keel was perfectly straight and all the bulkheads were perpendicular to the keel. The watertight bulkhead technology of Chinese junks was a hugely significant invention in maritime history. It revolutionized the safety of ocean navigation. The technology has been widely used in the building of traditional Chinese sailing vessels. Throughout history, it has saved the lives of countless sailors. After installing the deck piece, I moved on to sand the bulkheads. All the bulkheads need to be shaped to provide good contacts to the planks. Here, I used a piece of plank to trial fit. More sanding may be required till you are happy with all the shapes. Now I think it is good to start planking. First, I soak the planks in hot water until they are pliable. Then, I used the ship deck as the guideline for my first plank and moved on to close the ship bottom. Finally, I came back to finish the upper starboard and port board. I believe this pirate junk ship model was inspired by the most famous and successful female pirate in history, the Pirate Queen, Zheng Yisao. Well, I will get into her story in a moment. Here I am drilling holes in the rudder. You may be wondering why holes in the rudder. This is another invention of the junk ship. This technology reduces the amount of effort to steer the rudder at higher speeds. You can definitely make it fancier looking with a lot of details, such as nails and caulking effects on the deck. But I decided going simple for this one. This is one of the reasons why I like doing the scale modeling. Simple or fancy, right or wrong, it does not matter. We do what we want, as long as we enjoy the process. I really like the decals in this kit. They are not only just beautiful, but the adhesive also works very well on the wood. After the first rough sanding the ship hull, I used wood filler to close all the gaps and gave a second fine sanding. For the rubbing strakes, I usually cut the strakes into right length, and then apply a bit crazy glue on both ends of a strake and wood glue in the middle. The crazy glue will quickly hold the strake into position. For the gun ports, I like to cut the masking tape into the right size and then place them into the right positions. I found out by doing this way, it really helped me to see how I like the gun ports positions before drilling the holes. I used dark walnut color wood stain on top and white acrylic paint on bottom of the ship. I think this strong color contrast really brings the ship to life. I added a pair of fisheyes at the bow of the ship. The Chinese sailors believed that the fisheyes can always find the way home while they were sailing. Remember, I was talking about the most successful pirate queen. Zheng Yizhou was the leader of the Guangdong Pirate Confederation in the early 19th century. Her fleet was composed of 400 junks and between 40,000 and 60,000 pirates in the year of 1805. Her ships entered into conflict with several major powers, such as the East India Company, the Portuguese Empire, and the Qing dynasty. In 1810, Zheng Yizhou negotiated surrendering to the Qing authorities that allowed retaining a substantial fleet and avoiding prosecution. She died in 1844 at the age of about 68, having lived a relatively peaceful and prosperous life since the end of her career in piracy. The model kit comes with a very nice stand. However, I decided changing it to a more solid base since I am building this model as a gift for a family friend. After getting the masts ready, I moved on to the sails. The pre-made sails were pretty good, but I decided to add more details on them. I like using boiling tea method to dye my sails. It gives really good natural and organic weathering looking of the sails. The method is also quite simple. I usually boil 3 or 4 bags of English breakfast tea and then soak the sails into the tea solution and let it cool overnight. Now the sails are ready to have the battens installed. The tricky part is that do not forget to install the battens on one side for the 2 smaller sails, but the opposite side for the big sail. Why? My understanding is that on a real junk ship, by using this sail setup or configuration, it allows the ship be able to move forward regardless the directions or power of the wind blow. Here, I am working on the final assembly of attaching the sails to the masts. The parrel on each batten holds the sail to the mast tight together. However, I decide to add luff hauling parrel to make it even tighter. I think this will provide a better looking of the sails so that they will not look kind of loose or sloppy on the masts. I consider the final rigging of this junk ship is very easy. Unlike the other sailing ship models, this junk ship model only has a handful rigging lines. Due to this great simplicity, in general, the junk ship requires fewer sailors to operate, and it provides a greater all-round visibility. The sails are also easier to be raised, lowered, and reefed. After about 100 hours making this Chinese pirate junk ship model, I think it looks very good and it will make a great gift for my friend. Well, I hope you enjoy this video and willing to have this Amati Chinese Pirate Junk ship model on your build list. For more ship model making tricks and techniques, please check out my other videos. I will see you next time.